She were coming to here, and I was going by car from Montpellier to Zaragosa, many weekends. Crazy, but you're doing crazy things when you're falling in love.
So I used to travel an awful lot. I used to work in Japan and was based in Japan, and it involved a lot of travel back and forth. And that kind of had to end, I think, with my marriage, because my wife would not tolerate it.
It takes a lot of talking, and it takes to talk openly, freely, without hurting the other person.
With its travelling lifestyle, science makes long-term relationships difficult. But scientists' marriages are unusually strong and enduring. To make them work calls for a lot of sensitive talking.
So I found that one of the strains of the career is the effect of travel on relationships. It can make it quite difficult to find a partner. But I've been told by everyone that if you're in love enough to want to make it work, then you can. How did you meet your wife?
It's a European story, typical postdoc story. I was postdoc in Sussex, in Brighton. She was postdoc in Sussex. We were in different groups. My contract finished, so I was moving to France. So I was in France. She was still staying in England, but traveling for back and forwards between England and France. Oh, great! It's great. And then, well, she went back to Zaragosa, to her where she was coming from, and I was going by car from Montpellier to Zaragosa, many weekends. Crazy, but you're doing crazy things when you're falling in love.
Well, for now, I'm young, single. I don't have many fixed commitments in my life, so I can still move, and I have this driving force to know different cultures and meet different people and to learn new ways of life. So for now, I feel like moving a little bit more.
It's difficult to find someone that has the same freedom as you, okay, travels as much as you, and to the same places. Like in the last 5 years, I've lived in 4 or 5 different places, 4 or 5 different countries. So it's difficult to find someone, or even almost impossible, someone that really just follows you. So yeah, it can be a big problem.
How did you meet your husband?
He's also a PhD student, and we both started at the same time, and we are finishing almost at the same time too.
Well, I was lucky. I met someone at my institute, okay? So he understands that I am a little bit a geek, you know, because he is a geek by himself, okay? He's a computer scientist, so that's how we met. And from the first date we start dating, okay, he knew that, you know, like I'm traveling a lot, you know, so I think probably on our second and third date, I told him like, oh, I'm leaving to Italy for 2 months, so we'll see in 2 months. So it was a shock, you know, for him, but he understood it, you know, he accepted, and whenever he can, he travels with me.
Now, because I got a child, and so my schedule is dictated by the pre-kindergarten. So we wake up, we do breakfast, bring the kid to the kindergarten, and then go to work.
Run to pick my child, because I will be the last who will come in the kindergarten, as usual. I'm always late. And then try to be like a good mom.
And if you were passionate by your work before giving birth, you will be still passionate afterwards. This is not going to change. It's just you have one extra love in your life.
I have a young daughter now who's kind of under a year old, and it's becoming more difficult to travel than it used to be. So I used to travel an awful lot. I used to work in Japan and was based in Japan, and it involved a lot of travel back and forth. And that kind of had to end, I think, with my marriage, because my wife would not tolerate staying away for extended periods of time, months at a time. And now with a young daughter, I think it's becoming more of a problem. And I'm going to get away with maybe a couple of conferences a year, I think. Not much more than that.
I probably work a bit too long. You know, work-life balance is not optimal, and yeah, I wish I'd seen a bit more of my daughter when growing up, but I put a lot of time in the early days.
Combining a partnership with a career in research is a tricky task, but it is doable. It's necessary that both partners commit to it, and in a way both of partners have to compromise, and then it's doable.
Conferences you have to go to as part of the job. How does that affect your relationships?
Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, I guess you get into kind of an equilibrium type situation where, you know, you have to balance home life and travel.
Have there been stressful times?
Dreadful times.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, but you know, life is a struggle. You've got to meet challenges, and it's very satisfying when you do. It's just sometimes you bite off more than you can chew, and you find yourself staying up late and getting up early to finish things off, and not taking holidays and things.
But you think that would you agree that sort of the career you've chosen, you find it enjoyable enough that, you know, it's worth it?
Yeah, I wouldn't choose any other.
It takes a lot of talking, and it takes to talk openly, freely, without hurting the other person.
My wife isn't very happy about. I keep convincing her it's for work. It's very important. It's for work, even though it is Copacabana Beach in Rio. But you know, there is.